Hey, what's going on, folks? How we doing? So I got a request to show a video how to adjust the straps on the Eliviia uh, rings with the pull-up bars by Duonamic. All right, so I have one already set up here. Set the other one real quick. This goes up like that, and so it comes with like the bars already attached. A lot of times I will take these off, but I discovered that actually you really don't necessarily have to. You can just add these to it because you just put them through the loops. So that's just like a way to save time, um, especially if you're like going back and forth between different exercises, and then just twist on, right? So that's fairly easy, right? And so the thing about it is hooking these up, you just put it through, and then it has this like carabiner type of thing. You just put it through like the numbers. So this one's set at 6. So if I wanted to put them at the same level, I'll just put this through the hole at 6, and then it's set up at the same height, right? Now that's pretty simple, right? It's easy to like get these to be like low, but I guess the greater issue is how to raise them, adjust them to like get them to be higher, especially like if you think about, you know, your standard door frame, it's fairly low, so like even, you know, at where the handles are, I'm like on my knees or whatever, right? So yeah, you're going to be you definitely gonna have to raise your knees to do like any type of pulling movements or whatever, right? But again, like the best thing about these is the portability and like the idea that you can travel with them. So if you're visiting a friend's house or you're at a hotel or anywhere, at work, whatever, you can still get your workout in and do pull-ups without actually having a bar. So but yeah, anyway, so to do that, there's a couple different things that we could do, right? So for example, if I keep these bars up, I can actually go over the bars if I like to, and then I can just adjust this wherever I want to. But if you look at that, it kind of feels a little bit unsafe, I guess, because the bar is moving. So probably don't want to do that, right? Again, another thing you do is actually go over the top of the thing, and then you could even try to like wrap it around so you have like a double wrap or triple, whatever you need to do, and just keep going around until you have it set up like where you want to. Obviously I don't want to get too high above, but so if I go around like that, and then the main thing is just make sure that you end up being on the same number. So if I've wrapped this around about 3 times, and I'm gonna go through 13, right? So if I want to do the same thing, I'm just gonna go wrap it around. I guess I gotta go this way, same way. And having done it like the one time, it becomes, you know, a little bit easier, I guess. Second time around, just don't go too fast, and then mix up your numbers. Or I think what I just did is actually I twisted it. Yeah, that's what's going on. All right, so go through, and then again 13. Put through the hole. I've got them both set up, right? Huh. That actually is not right. And I'm gonna show you again, it's trial and error, right? So if I went through here, right? I'm going up around. All right. So the moral of the story is here, just take your time, right? So now I've got them set up. It's the same height. Now I can do my pulls that way. Another thing that can be done is, so let's say the highest I can get this here is at the 1, right? Now, what I can do is I can raise this up like as much as I want, or really as much as I can, I guess, which would put me at about the 4. And then I just wrap it up and then put it back through that same carabiner. You have to like adjust this a little bit so you can have space. There you go. All right. So again, with this method, it's going to be a little bit lower, but it's going to be fine if you're doing like L-sit pull-ups, or again, if you're like on the shorter side, or you can just raise your knees up or whatever. So again, go to like that, raise it up to the highest one, which is 1, and then just kind of raise it up until you get to that 4 again, and then put it through. Okay, just make a little bit, pull this one back, make some space. Okay, so again, now I've got them at the highest height. Again, like I said, it's a little bit low in general, but I can do L-sit pull-ups, no problem. Another thing that people may not really realize that's great about these two is that you don't necessarily have to always use them with like these bars. So for example, if you have a low bar or fairly low bar around your house, or like at a park or something, you can just take these and then just take the rings with the straps and just use those. That way you like, because a lot of like the more standard ring sets come and they're like 12 to 18 feet long. These being much shorter, you won't have all that like extra line, you know what I'm saying, to have to like either wrap around the pole or just leave hanging kind of like in your way. So it makes these like overall like more portable too. So like, if you say you're just walking through a park or whatever, see some scaffolding, well, probably you don't want to just mess around with somebody's scaffolding, but like even like you can use them to hang from like underneath decks, or pretty much anywhere that's not too high. So yeah, I definitely recommend these. I'll post a link to them in the description. But again, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps. All right.